Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are doing great as always, because I know I am, and welcome to episode 14 of the World Tour. Today we are doing Casablanca over to Barcelona. It's looking for a relatively short flight, by like an hour and 45 minutes, so it's not going to be too long of a stream. If you guys haven't watched the previous leg, feel free to check that out. Or if you're watching after the stream went live, the card just popped up if you guys want to check that out. Or you can just go over to the World Tour 4 playlist so you can check out the other legs. But anyway, hope you guys are doing great as always, because I know I am. And I actually want to give you guys one more update regarding my current status towards 3,000 valid public watch hours. If you guys haven't seen on my community tab, I recently put up a post this morning about roughly 2 hours before I went live. I've now officially passed the 3,000 hour threshold, and my channel is currently in the process of being, like reviewed and everything until I get accepted to the YouTube partner program and my channel is officially monetized. So, we're going in the right direction, y'all, but we're almost there, and eventually I'll start receiving donations from you guys, and hopefully I'll receive some donations from you guys once I get monetized and everything else. But yeah, today we are flying from Casablanca to Barcelona, and yeah, flight plan's already been filed, and let's head over to our spot and we'll get started for today's episode. And also, if you guys do enjoy today's episode, please make sure to leave it a like as usual. And yeah, it's going to be another good episode, even though it's going to be a little bit shorter than yesterday, but it doesn't really matter. Alright. And it looks like we have ATC in Casablanca, which is nice. So let me just want to turn this up. All right, let's load it from SimBrief. So we're going to go to runway 35 right for departure. We are going to go to runway 24 right for arrival into Barcelona, since the ATIS currently shows they're using both runways for arrival. But we're going to go to runway 24 right because according to Flight Radar, the real-life flight recently landed and it went to 24 right because the taxi was really, really short. So we're going to go there. Just got to make sure I find the right one. I guess I can select this. We're just going to go with that. Alright. I think that's all set from there. And let me actually... Hold on a second. Just got to check the... So let's check our weight. We're going to go... Let's do around like roughly 150 passengers, and we'll do this for cargo. And once again, flight time is around an hour and 45 minutes, so we'll do... Let's do around... So, let's do around roughly 3.5 hours of fuel. And let me also check the railroad flight real quick, see what altitude it cruised at. So we are going to be cruising at 38,000 feet. So we'll set our altitude to 38,000 feet. And I think we're pretty much all set. Alright, flight plan is already done, so if you guys want to copy my flight plan, feel free. And also, let's say some highs in the chat, because I totally forgot to, of course. Capitano, Daniel M, 1245. David, Mayom, 855. Aiden, Devil Vibes. It's nice to see you guys here. How many people joining? I'm not sure. I don't know how many people are joining because I'm streaming at a different time today, but if I'm not going to get that many people, it's alright. There's 2 towers at Barcelona? What? It only shows freaking 1, dude. But it shows 3 approach frequencies, so I don't know why you said 2 towers even though there's only 1. JetBlue, welcome, dude. Alright, I think we are now pretty much all set from here, so since we're on a remote stand and we can just, taxi out of the stand, we're just going to disconnect everything, and we're just going to start our engines here at the, parking stand here. I'm the Iberia next to you? Oh, nice, there you are. So once again, guys, if you want to join me, feel free. Copy my flight plan as usual. Let's start up engine 1. Do I have my lights on? Oh, no, I don't. Alright. And let's tune into ground. Infinite Rick, good to see you. Very busy right now in Barcelona. I was in a hold. It was in a hold that took me to
Casablanca, Mohammed
Mallorca.
Ground. Iberia
Wow.
26 Foxtrot. Ready to taxi with information.
So this
Alpha.
arrival is going to be pretty fun.
Iberia 26 Foxtrot. Taxi to runway 35 right. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 35 right. Iberia 26 Foxtrot.
Alright, start up engine 2. So it looks like that Iberia next to me has started taxiing, so... Isn't Air Arabia based in Dubai or Sharjah? I'm not sure, dude. I've never heard of it. I have never heard of this airline whatsoever. Alright, let's request taxi 235 right.
Casablanca, Mohammed Ground. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra. Ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra. Taxi to runway 35 right. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 35
Alright,
right.
APU
4
is
Lima
off.
Lima
Here we
Uniform
go.
Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Casablanca, Mohammed Ground. Hotel India 845 Juliet Foxtrot Super. Ready to taxi with information Bravo. Casablanca, Mohammed Ground. Hotel India 845 Juliet Foxtrot Super. Ready to taxi to runway 35 right with information Bravo.
Four Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra. Give way to aircraft ahead.
Give way to aircraft. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
They're a UAE airline? Alright. I mean, like I said, I've never heard of them whatsoever, so... So since we got 3 approach frequencies online, And since this flight's only going to be like an hour and 45 minutes or so, this approach is going to be fun. Because Rick just mentioned earlier that he was in a hold that took him to Mallorca, so... Good thing I packed 3.5 hours of fuel. I should probably load like probably an additional 15 minutes or so, but...
Casablanca Mohammed Ground, Spooky 135, request taxi to stand 10 at the maintenance ramp. Spooky 135, taxi to maintenance ramp stand 10 via mic. Taxiing to maintenance ramp stand 10 via mic, Spooky 135.
Descending into Diego Garcia, nice.
Casablanca Mohammed Ground, Royal Air Maroc 176, ready for pushback with information Bravo.
Royal Air Maroc 176, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Royal Air Maroc 176.
Just departed LAX, headed to Hong Kong, nice. I wonder if I can see the line right now. Yeah, there's a pretty good line. So this is, man, I'm looking forward to this, honestly. I feel like we'd be in for a rather interesting stream today once we get to Barcelona.
Arabia Maroc 373, ready for pushback with information Bravo. Arabia Maroc 373, pushback approved, tail to the north. Pushback approved, tail to the north, Arabia Maroc 373.
Casablanca Mohammed Ground, Royal Air Maroc 176, ready to taxi with information Bravo.
Have you been to Hong Kong? If you mean on a flight, yeah.
Royal Air Maroc 176,
Flown to Hong Kong
taxi
countless
to
times
runway
before.
35 right, contact tower when ready. Casablanca Mohammed Ground, Saudia 375 Sierra Victor, request taxi to parking.
Taxiing to runway 35 right, Royal Air Maroc 176.
Saudia 375 Sierra Victor, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Saudia 375 Sierra Victor.
So it looks like I'm probably going to be number 3 for departure, which is fine. Alright, let's tune into the tower. Shouldn't be able to... We shouldn't be here for probably too long, since we're only going to be number 3.
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Iberia 26 Foxtrot, ready for departure at runway 35 right, departing north.
Iberia 26 Foxtrot, line up and wait runway 35 right.
Line up and wait runway 35 right. Iberia 26 Foxtrot.
Royal Air Maroc 555, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Casablanca Mohammed Tower on 118.5. Swiss 283 Heavy, you're in an active...
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, 4 Lima Lima Uniform approaching runway 35 right.
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Hotel India
I'm
845
talking
Juliet
about real life?
Foxtrot
Oh
Super.
no,
Ready
I've
for
never been
departure
there
in
in real
sequence
life.
at runway 35 right. Departing north.
Iberia 26 Foxtrot, wind 340 at 12, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff.
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Swiss 283 Heavy is 26 nautical miles to the east at 5,200 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 35 right. Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Iberia 26 Foxtrot. Ready for departure at runway 35 right.
Approaching runway 35 right.
Swiss 283 Heavy, enter right base runway 35 right.
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Royal Air Maroc 556 is 24 nautical miles to the southwest at 8,100 feet, inbound for landing.
Enter right base runway 35 right, Swiss 283 Heavy. Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Iberia 26 Foxtrot. Ready for departure at runway 35 right. Departing straight out.
Rafale 01 is on right downwind runway 35 right, touch and go.
Rafale 01, turn base. Royal Air Maroc 555, you're in an active airspace. Please contact Casablanca Mohammed Tower on
Aviation United, welcome,
118.5.
dude. Congrats for reaching
Rafale
3,000 watch
01.
hours. Appreciate it.
November 7662 Super is on final runway 35 left.
November 7662 Super, Roger.
So yeah, like I said, it feels good to have reached that threshold, and eventually in a couple of weeks I'll be monetized. Hopefully. It usually takes a couple of days, but we'll see.
Hotel India 845 Juliet Foxtrot Super, wind 340 at 12, runway 35 right. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, line up and wait runway 35 right.
Approaching runway 35 right. Entered runway 35 right.
Royal Air Maroc 556, enter left base runway 35 left, number 3, traffic to follow is on final.
Enter left base, runway 35 left, behind the traffic on final, Royal Air Maroc 556.
Swiss 283 Heavy, Roger. Rafale 01, wind 340 at 12, number 2, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 35 left, Rafale 01.
Iberia 26 Foxtrot, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Iberia 26 Foxtrot. Good day.
Swiss 283 Heavy, wind 340 at 12, number 1, runway 35 right, clear to land.
Number 1, cleared to land. Runway 35 right, Swiss 283 Heavy.
The MD-11 is so beautiful with the top engine on the tail. Oh yeah, for sure. I need to do some more MD-11 streams eventually, since I did that one from Memphis to Campinas.
4 Lima Lima Uniform
So I
Charlie
need to
Alpha
eventually
Sierra,
do
wind
that again.
340 at 12, runway 3, cleared for takeoff.
Alright, here we go. I'd calibrate once we're in the
Cleared for
stand.
takeoff. Runway
Here we
35
go.
right. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 35 left, Royal Air Maroc 556.
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Iberia 7374, ready for departure at runway 35 left, departing straight out.
Hotel India 845 Juliet Foxtrot Super, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Hotel India 845 Juliet Foxtrot
And
Super,
rotate.
good day.
Rafilher 01, maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final.
Maintain 160 knots until 4 mile final, Rafilher 01.
Royal Air Maroc 176, line up and wait runway 35 right.
Casablanca Mohammed Tower, Iberia 7374, ready for departure at runway 35 left, departing straight out. Line up and wait runway 35 right, Royal Air Maroc 176.
Iberia 7374, avoid sending duplicate messages.
I'm sorry, Iberia 7374.
November 7662 Super, when able turn right, hold short runway 35 right, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, November 7662 Super.
Rafilher 01, please check assigned runway.
I'm sorry, Rafilher 01. Royal Air Maroc 556 is on final runway 35 left.
Royal Air Maroc 556, wind 340 at 12, number 2, runway 35 left, clear to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 35 left, Royal Air Maroc 556.
Alright, that's 250 knots. Should get frequency change.
Royal Air Maroc 176, wind 340 at 12, runway 35 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 35 right, Royal Air Maroc 176.
Iberia 7374, line up and wait runway 35 right.
Line up and wait runway 35 right, Iberia 7374.
I feel like I should just request frequency change just in case if
For Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, request frequency change.
Alright, there
4
we go.
Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved for Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, good day.
Frequency change approved Royal Air Maroc 176, good day.
Rafilher 01, request permission to cross runway 35 right.
Alright, now that we got frequency change, we are now pretty much on our way to Barcelona for episode 14. Alright, lights off. Maybe lower the nose a little bit. Because I'm going to try and preserve as much fuel as possible. Because since Rick mentioned that he was on a hold going into Barcelona. And since I don't know what's going to happen on my approach into Barcelona, I need to try and preserve as much fuel as possible just in case if things get a little hectic here. So we're on like 285, which will put us at either 0.76 or 0.78. Captain Ol, good to see you, dude. Check the ATIS at Barcelona. Alright, let's see if it changed. Still shows landing both runways for arrival, so I'm still slated to go to 24 right, so notice event progress, yep. I have recommended arrival procedures. Let me see if I have one of the... So I have the Mate 3 Zulu arrival. Mate 3. Mate 1 Whiskey, Mate 1 Zulu. Frick, I might have to change my entire arrival and everything. Hold on a second. Select arrival. We're coming from the southwest, of course. So we're going to go to... Of course, we're going to go to 24 right. Select approach. There we go. That was easy. So I have the Mate 1 Zulu arrival, which is, of course, one of the recommended arrival procedures, so good thing I changed that. And since, of course, we got 3 approach frequencies, good thing it shows on the ATIS contact approach on 124.7 when arriving from the north and west, so I'm assuming we're going to go onto that frequency. And I mean, we're technically coming from the southwest, even though I don't know, I feel like we're going to go to 124.7 since we're coming from the west, even though we're going southwest, of course. Or should I say coming from the southwest. But I think we're going to go to 124.7. American Airlines is moving first class from Boeing 777. Why though? Their flagship firsts are a heck of a product, dude. They'll vector you to the ILS of 24 right. I won't be surprised. I know for sure I'm going to be vectored. I'm not surprised. It's constant vectors. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. Oh, there's IF England. Nice to see him there. So once again, guys, as we're on our way to Barcelona, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, even though it's relatively short, please make sure to leave it a like as usual. And just want to give you guys a heads up, since I recently since I recently saw that Aviator Dan is set to stream tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. my time, and I have tomorrow's leg scheduled for 10:30 a.m. I'm actually going to reschedule tomorrow's leg because there's been some speculations going on in the IFV about Rick possibly streaming tomorrow and Kale streaming tomorrow, but I still haven't gotten a final answer yet, so so just be aware that the times may change a couple of times tomorrow, but I'm not sure. But I just got to figure that out because I just don't want to overlap everyone else. What's wrong with Waypoint app? I haven't checked it at all today. Yeah, nothing's really wrong for me on my side. My waypoint is perfectly fine. Oh, you're not streaming tomorrow? I thought you were on Saturday. Hold on, let me see. Oh, there you go. So I think I might probably schedule Sunday's leg as well. Heraclion to Manchester on the 757. Nice. And is that when frickin'... I think that's when Manchester's the arriving airport. I think. I may be wrong. Because leg 17, if I remember, is Manchester to Oslo, and that's Monday. Yeah, it is. I totally forgot about it. So yeah, that's cool. I think I need to figure out how long that is. Just want to make sure I don't overlap. What is it again? Heraclion. Around 4 hours and 2 minutes of flight time. My goodness. So if he starts at 11... Hold on. Where's the frickin'... Need a new tab here. Hold on, guys. Just don't mind me. I'm just switching up times for these next two legs here. So since Dan is streaming tomorrow at 11, and since I don't know how long he's going to be live for, 12, 1... I'm going to schedule it for 2, but if anything changes, I'm going to reschedule it again. And for Sunday, since Rick is streaming at 11, I'm assuming if he takes off by, like, let's say 11:30, 12, 1, 2, 3. I think I might do 4:30 just for extra time, probably. Alright, there we go. Alright, so tomorrow's leg is now currently scheduled for 2 p.m. Eastern, and Sunday is set for 4:30 p.m. Eastern, since Rick is streaming at 11. I got a question. How do you know who's streaming at what time? Well, Rick already has his stream scheduled and it's already public, so I can see what time from my time zone that he's going live. So that's why I reschedule him. I did Beijing to Madrid to I think that's... Is that Havana? I think that's Havana. Yeah, it's Havana. On the Air China 7879 during the last World Tour? Nice. I would like to try that. Madrid to Havana. That would be cool. And how long is hold on, let me see. I feel like I can probably stream that as well. Or actually, no, but Beijing to Madrid is too long for me to stream, but Madrid to Havana, I can easily do that. What about Aviator Dan? Well, he's streaming tomorrow on his own YouTube channel, so that's why I mentioned that that he'll be live tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. my time. Alright, where's the top? Okay. I'll reduce my vertical speed a little bit. Because like I said, I'm going to try and preserve as much fuel as possible here. So we're going to stay at 0.76 for this flight. They also fly the 787 on Beijing to Madrid to Sao Paulo. Nice. Alright, we have now reached our cruise of 38,000 feet. We should be able to have more than enough fuel to survive this. And once we pass the top of climb waypoint, I'm going to set VNAV. I'm assuming I'm probably going to be at cruise for not too long, to be honest. Alright, there's a couple 100 miles. Let me actually check waypoint, see how Barcelona's doing, since I can't see it on the map, of course. Alright, let's... Oh my god! What is with these approaches? Jesus. I gotta tell you guys, when all those aircraft come on the map, you're not gonna believe it. Because it's a freaking... I can't even think of the word. I want to check all these guys' approaches here. Man, all these approaches are freaking... Especially this one, this Ethiopian here. How many holding patterns this guy did? He did 1, 2, 3, 4. He did 4 holds. And he even did a go-around too. This Ethiopian had the worst approach. Man, I think you guys are in for... You guys might be in for a treat for this episode. Because just like leg 7 and leg... What? It was the frickin'... It was the Tampa to Cancun episode. You guys are in for a pretty hectic arrival here. I definitely remember being Anchorage and Portland and Toronto not being too bad, but I feel like this one's going to be another good one. Just like leg 7 and leg 9. I feel bad for that Ethiopian 737 MAX. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. And plus, Barcelona is another one of those airports that does tend to get pretty hectic because whenever it gets featured on the ATC schedule, it does get up there. I mean, just like it's a pretty decent airport in the server too. Like just like like London, San Francisco, LAX. New York, of course. It's another one of those airports, to be honest. The patience testing is yeah. Yeah. But you know me, I'm obviously patient, so I don't really care. If I was on infinite flight right now with my phone, infinite flight would crash after I start descending because it literally cannot handle all those planes in airports. Oh yeah. But good thing my iPad's gonna handle it because it's been through that before during this tour. me also go on the IFC, see if there's anything new. I remember the A321neo thread recently got active yesterday, so I want to see if there's anything. No, there's nothing. But the 26.3 thread's gotten a little bit active. Might be just random people just yapping back and forth. Yeah, it's just that. I'm not surprised. I thought there was something new for a second. My phone couldn't handle everyone at the holding point? Yeah, I bet. Alright, let's set VNav just less than 400 miles, so it's not too bad. But like I said, guys, once all these airplanes come on the map, you're gonna see how crazy it is, because I just saw it on Waypoint, and I can't wait for it to show on stream. Just landed, no gate available. Oh, Jesus. You're on a 747. Going from Keflavik to Barcelona? Nice, dude. It's not that long of a flight, too, around like 4 hours. Even Vueling operates that route, which is kind of strange. Looks like the ATIS hasn't changed. I mean, I gotta tell you, I just hope there's a friggin' spot, because once I land in Barcelona, my gate, according to the real life flight, hold on a second. Because I'm going to runway 24 right because it's just an immediate right turn and then straight to the gate. So it's like a short 2 minutes. Where's my gate? Nope. Where did it go? How you been? Doing pretty good. So once I land in Barcelona, my gate will be... What gate is that? Is that on the... Okay, so my gate will be hopefully 120 at Terminal 2. That'll be my spot. The ATIS will stay the same until tomorrow, and then it will change from 2 approaches to 2 departures because the next leg to Manchester. Oh, wow. Because the past couple of legs, whenever I departed from the, when I depart from certain airports, there isn't that much activity, so, I hope that'll be the case, though. Oh no, wait, is it, wait. Oh no, it's friggin' Zurich tomorrow, and then it's Zurich to Manchester. Manchester is not until the 16th and the 17th. That should low-key happen for all airports like LAX, Singapore. Yeah, they should. As well as Dubai, too, because you know how Dubai is. I'm gonna go eat dinner? Alright, dude. Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. What did I miss? I find it hard when I watch your stream and heading to the same airport as you who break my focus. That's why normally from now I usually take off a little bit ahead of you, so 2 to 3 hours ahead of you. Alright, that's fine. Cream and Carb 9248, welcome, dude. Ugh. Alright, we're now less than an hour out from landing into Barcelona. Let's see if I can see the activity. Not yet, still. If England's getting close, though. Man, we still got 3 approaches online, man. I'm honestly getting eager right now, dude. I feel like this approach might be another one of those hectic ones, probably the most hectic so far, besides leg 7 and leg 9. I feel like leg 9 wasn't as bad as leg 7, but of course during leg 7 I was in several holding patterns, so I feel like Barcelona is gonna be a lot more hectic compared to leg 7. Because don't get me wrong, leg 7 was crazy, but imagine if I freaking land with emergency fuel. that'll be the second time during this tour that I landed with emergency fuel. Because during Lake 7, remember, I only had 26 minutes of fuel left on Lake 7, so even though I did the approach by myself without any ATC, but since I'm assuming there will be ATC this time, we're just gonna wait and see what happens once we get to Barcelona. I wish there was an in-game training mode on using ATC. I'm very intimidated by it for some reason. I watch videos, but I still feel like it. I'm not getting it. Alright. That'll be kind of interesting, like an in-game training mode while on using ATC. That'll be cool. It would definitely be helpful for sure. So just about 265 nautical miles till we start our descent into Barcelona. So I think in about 10 minutes or so we should be able to see all the activity. Oh, there goes tower and one of the approaches. There goes 124.7, so there's only 133.97 and 135.27. Let me actually, I want to reload this. The ATIS is still the same, so I'm hoping the ATIS will change. Oh, there goes all the frequencies. I'm hoping it's a controller change. I'm really hoping it's a controller change, because friggin' ATC needs to be on. Everyone's going to charge for the runway? Yeah, I'm not surprised. People do tend to be stupid about a frickin'... people do tend to be stupid when there's no ATC. Oh, there's approach. Looks like all the frequencies are starting to come back on, because I think it's just a controller change probably. But eventually the ATIS is going to change, so we'll just give it some time. World Jet, welcome, dude. Ugh. asked you earlier about you. How many hours to monetization? 3,000. 3,000 qualified or valid watch hours. Let me see. I actually want to go to the studio real quick, see if I got anything. I'm assuming I haven't. Yeah, it's still in progress. That's fine. Did you say it was 29 last stream, or I went? Yeah, I mentioned that I was only 20 hours away from monetization. So I think I got like 29 watch hours the day before, so thankfully I've now surpassed the threshold, which is good, so I'm just gonna wait for whatever it is to what is it? Just gonna wait for the approval and everything else, and of course YouTube will review my channel to make sure it complies with the monetization policies and everything else. EFB is out. I saw your video, but I don't know what it is. EFB. Where's EFB? Where the frick is it? There's a frickin' pilot chat here. There's even a global chat here too, which is nice. In-flight tablet? Oh yeah, I remember that it's on. I think I may have to where's my, hold on, set this up. Where the heck is, oh, there we go. Connect infinite flight, connect waypoint desktop. And guys, just be mindful, I'm in a completely different tab. I'm trying to download waypoint for desktop so I can be in the chat and everything, and you know, just gonna try and set this up here. Well, I wonder if I can connect through the app here. I hope I can do that. Revuelto SB, good to see you, dude. Alright, let's see if I can connect this. I wonder if it's beta. Alright, just about 150 nautical miles till descent. There's still no ATC online, except ground. I don't know why this happens. I just hope freaking ATC comes back on, because I don't want freaking people to be stupid. And, you know how they typically are. Where's IF? Oh, there he is. But yeah, I just hope friggin' ATC comes back on. ATC gone? Yeah, I don't know why. I'll be flying from Zaragoza to Barcelona. Nice. Let's see if now we're starting to get it. Yeah, look, see? See what I mean? I mean, like, seriously, there should be ATC here. Like, this really makes no sense. I mean, I'm still slated to go to 2-4 right, but I just hope there's no issues whatsoever. Because I don't want to tolerate, like, you know, running on emergency fuel and diverting and everything else, so even the ADA still hasn't changed. Even if I freaking reload this, it's still the same. The chaos has erupted further? Yeah, I'm not surprised. I knew these guys would start doing this. Or actually, it's kind of improved. Pretty decent distance apart. This Swiss is a little bit close though, but we're starting to get there. Except for these guys though. Oh my goodness me. But like I said, even though if there's no ATC, I'm just gonna carry on and just do the approach myself. Cause I don't know why ATC chooses not to come back. Alright, we're now less than 100 nautical miles out. Man, this is just so freaking... Did this guy go around? I don't think he has. Yeah, he hasn't. You can see his call sign disip. Even this guy's choosing not to. Like, seriously, why are you guys doing this? I mean, if I was you, I would have immediately went around and freaking just waited until the sequence died down, or freaking, you know, freaking people. I swear, dude. Jesus. Is this guy going around? I hope he is. Like, dude, he literally just went up. Oh my god. You literally chose to touch down while this guy freaking... While he freaking does his takeoff roll and everything else. I mean, what in this... Jesus. I see on the map. Let me find you, dude. Benji, what's up, dude? How's it been? It's going pretty good. It's just people choosing to be stupid on the expert server when there's no ATC whatsoever. see if... Nope, still no ATC. See me on the map? Alright, let me see if I can try and find you. Oh, there you are, right there. So I'm not going to be that far from you, which is good. I kind of feel like the arrivals are starting to wind down just a little bit. I mean, you guys can see it on the map too. Since I'm not that far out, looks like these guys are pretty much coming in, and I think it's probably going to die down a little bit. But I'm still going to keep an eye and just be mindful of the traffic and as well as the space when I'm on final, if there's no ATC that shows up. So just want to refresh this here. There you go. Let's get rid of that. Alright, here we go. We are now starting our descent into Barcelona. And I still don't know why they still haven't changed the ATIS whatsoever. I don't know why ATC still hasn't switched the ATIS. I wonder where IF England is. I don't know if he's landed already, but I honestly kind of feel like these arrivals are starting to die down a little bit. I can clearly tell from the way it looks right now. I feel like we may be fine, but we're still going to wait and see what happens. And as we continue our descent to Barcelona, if you guys enjoyed today's episode, because like I said, even though it was relatively short, if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to leave it a like, and don't forget to stay tuned for tomorrow's leg. And just be aware that I may reschedule it to a different time since I just rescheduled it a while ago because Dan is streaming tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. So just be aware if I switch tomorrow's stream to a different time. So just be mindful of that. Because don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna stream tomorrow's leg, but if things change, I'm just gonna move around with the times until I have a good, reasonable time to stream without, overlapping anyone else. Tower isn't back yet? Yeah, I know. It's only ground. I don't know why freaking ATC is back on. It's only been like probably 20 minutes, I think. I'm not sure. But freaking ATC needs to come back on in the worst way, to be honest. Because people are just being stupid, of course. Yeah, I mean, look at it. They're just so close to each other. They're not even. They're just refusing to do that missed approach. I mean, it's that simple. Like, seriously. I'd rather do circles in the air right now. I don't know. I think I might. Probably should do. I think once I get to downwind, I may probably do it. I'm still gonna be mindful of the aircrafts that's going on to final. There's a decent amount of people coming in from the west, so, or should I say, come from the east. So we're still going to 2-4 right, but we're just gonna keep an eye on the aircraft that's coming in, and just see which runways they'll be going to. And of course, they still haven't changed the ATIS. Oh, okay. Just wanted to check the elevation. Just gonna set this at 3,000 feet. So since JetBlue's doing a hold, we're just gonna continue on and see what happens. Still no tower? Yeah, I'm not surprised. So I think shortly we'll be able to tune into the CTAF. Just gonna play it by ear since there's no tower. So I recently just got a, so I now just got a message from IF England, and I just got proof on why ATC actually isn't online. So what IF England said is, since I asked, I don't know why there's no ATC except ground, he replied to me saying, because Barcelona has reached its max capacity that ATC can handle an infinite flight, so that's why we are waiting for the traffic levels to settle down a bit before we can get approached back up in tower frequencies. It's so complicated and stressful, so it's best not to open any frequencies at the moment except ground. So that's why ATC isn't online for a specific reason now. All right, let's tune into CTAF. Announce inbound landing. 24 right traffic. Traffic. Or maybe
Joseph
I'd say
Terradellas
request
traffic. 4 Lima
advisory.
Joseph Terradellas traffic. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra is inbound. Request traffic advisories.
Joseph Terradellas traffic, Anatolian 608 Victor Foxtrot, crossing runway 24 right. Joseph Terradellas traffic, Iberia 26 Foxtrot is 15 nautical miles to the northeast at 6,000 feet, inbound for landing, will make right traffic for runway 24 left. Joseph Terradellas traffic, Europa 281 Alpha Kilo is on left downwind, runway 24 right.
Alright, let's slow down to 240. Let's also report position since we're on right downwind of 24 right.
Joseph Terradellas traffic, 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra is on right downwind, runway 24 right.
I actually got another message from IF England that he just got word that they are reopening Barcelona ATC because the traffic levels have slightly dropped, which I can obviously tell. Approach and tower will be back on. Actually, wait, let me tune into approach since I'm on downwind.
Barcelona arrival, 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, with you at 11,500.
Oscar Kilo Juliet Bravo Uniform, continue as filed, expect the aisles approach runway 24 right at Joseph Terradellas.
24 right ILS.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra is 3 nautical miles northeast of Avignon Del at 11,100 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 24 right at Joseph Terradellas.
Air Nostrum 13 is 10 nautical miles southeast of Joseph Terradellas at 5,900 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 24 left at Joseph Terradellas.
Arabia 177, turn
Looks
right
to your
heading
left, yeah, I see
060,
you.
maintain 5000.
Turn right heading 060, maintain 5000, Arabia 177. Boeing 75 Victor is 13 nautical miles southeast of Joseph Terradellas at 6,000 feet, requesting aisles approach runway 24 left at Joseph Terradellas. United 77 Super is 17 nautical miles east of Sabadell at 4,700 feet, requesting aisles approach any runway at Joseph Terradellas.
Air Nostrum 13, turn right heading 060. Skyflyer 210, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 4000.
Let's turn lane lights on.
Turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 4000, Skyflyer 210.
Roger, Beyond 01.
Dwelling 75 Victor, turn right heading 060. Dwelling 75 Victor, turn right heading 080, descend and maintain 4000. Europa 281 Alpha Kilo, contact Joseph Terradellas Tower on 118.33.
Boeing 1522 is 14 nautical miles south of Girona at 8,300 feet, requesting visual approach runway 24 right at Joseph Terradellas.
Singapore 388 Heavy, expect vectors for the aisles approach runway 24 left at Joseph Terradellas. Skyflyer 210, turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, clear aisles runway 24 right approach. Speedbird 221, turn right heading 160.
Turn left heading 260, Iberia 26 Foxtrot.
Executing missed approach, turn right heading 310, climb and maintain 7000, Iberia 8192 Heavy. Royal Air Maroc 556, turn right heading 070. Oscar Kilo Juliet Bravo Uniform, turn left heading 150.
Turn left heading 060, dwelling 8009 Romeo.
Dwelling 75 Victor, turn left, heading 320. Arabia 177, turn right, heading 160.
Turn right heading 160. Arabia 177.
Royal Air Maroc 556, turn right, heading 060.
Turn right heading 250. Climb and maintain 8000. United 37.
Saudia 901 Sierra Victor,
Yeah, she's
turn
slow
left,
down to
heading
200 knots.
320, descend and maintain 3000. United 77 Super, contact Joseph Terra. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, turn left, heading 070.
Turn left heading 070. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Anatolian 608 Victor Foxtrot, execute missed approach, turn left, heading 080, descend and maintain 6000.
Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain 8000. Swiss 1958.
We actually go down to 5,000
Arabia
here.
177, turn right, heading 230.
I'm sorry, Anatolian 608 Victor Foxtrot. Turn right heading 230. Arabia 177. Portugal Express 1034 is 17 nautical miles west of Reyes at 15,500 feet. Requesting ILS approach runway 24 right at Joseph Terradello. Turn right heading 250. Descend and maintain 9,500.
right.
Air Baltic
Whoops.
473 India Golf.
Saudia 901 Sierra Victor, turn left, heading 250, descend and maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 24 left approach.
Descend and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 right. Vueling 90 X-ray Charlie.
Singapore 229 Heavy, execute missed approach, turn right. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, turn right heading 110.
Turn right heading 110. Descend and maintain 3000. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Turn right heading 120. Descend and maintain 3000. Royal Air Maroc 556.
Air Nostrum 13, turn left heading 320.
Oh,
4 Lima Lima
not
Uniform
surprised
Charlie
about
Alpha
that.
Sierra, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 right at Joseph.
Roger. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie
we're getting
Alpha
vectors
Sierra.
for 2 right.
Ocean 1207 Echo, turn left heading 320, descend and maintain 2000.
Anatolian 608 Victor Foxtrot. Request frequency change.
Ocean 1207 Echo, expect vectors for the ILS approach runway 24 left at Joseph Terradellis.
Turn left heading 310. Descend and maintain 2000. Iberia 707 Heavy.
I feel like this
Eastwood
guy's probably going
221,
to
turn
24
right
right.
heading 190. Royal Air Maroc 556, expect
And I
vectors
hope
for the
these
ILS
two are
approach
going to
runway
24
24 right
left.
at Joseph Terradellis.
Roger. Royal Air Maroc 556. Turn right heading 190. Speedbird 221.
There's
Oscar
that,
Kilo
I
Juliet
just saw
Bravo
that
Uniform,
aircraft
turn left
to my
heading
right.
080.
I saw it on the screen.
Turn left heading 080. Oscar Kilo Juliet Bravo Uniform.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, turn right heading 210, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 24 right approach.
Turn right heading 210. Maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 24 right. 4 Lima Lima.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, turn right heading
You said that's
220, maintain
220.
3000, maintain 3000.
Turn right heading 220. Maintain.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha
Said it
Sierra,
again.
turn right heading
It said it's
220,
2000,
descend and
frick's
maintain
sake.
2000, maintain 2000 until established on the
times now,
localizer,
dude,
cleared ILS
seriously.
runway 24 right approach.
Turn right heading 220. Descend and maintain 2000. Maintain 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared aisles runway 24 right. 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Lufthansa 747 Super, turn right heading 250.
2,100.
Turn left heading 350, Arabia 108.
Lufthansa 747 Super, turn right heading 240, descend and maintain 8500.
Turn left heading 230, Iberia
Alright,
26
there's the
Foxtrot.
localizer.
Barcelona arrival, Cathay 888 Victor Alpha, with you at 26,900. Royal Air Maroc 556, turn left heading 130.
Let's also slow down
Swiss
to
1958, turn
180
right
and
heading
maintain till 6
270.
miles.
Turn right heading 270, Swiss 1958.
Bayand 01, turn right heading 060.
Turn right heading 060, Beyond 01.
Saudia 901 Sierra Victor, contact Joseph Terradellas Tower on 118.33. Ocean 1207 Echo, turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 3000.
Turn left heading 310, descend and maintain 3000, Ocean 1207 Echo.
United 1308 is 8 nautical miles west of Joseph Terradellas at 1,500 feet, requesting flight following
I
to
gotta
Chicago
say, we got
O'Hare.
a nice sequence.
LL 391, turn right heading 070. United 1308, proceed on course to Chicago O'Hare.
Proceed on course, United 1308.
Europa 027 Alpha Kilo, contact Joseph Terradellas Tower on 118.33. Contacting Joseph Terradellas Tower
So I
on
think eventually we should get a
118.33,
call to
Europa
contact tower
027
any
Alpha
second
Kilo.
now.
United 1308, requesting climb to flight level 360.
Barcelona arrival, Arabia 177, with you at 5000. Barcelona arrival, Iberia 707 Heavy, with you at 3000. Turn right heading 330, Arabia 177.
Air Baltic 473 India Golf, turn right heading 270.
Barcelona arrival, Dwellings.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha
Alright, we're
Sierra,
about to get the glide
contact
slope,
Joseph
and let's go to
Terradellas Tower
tower.
on 118.33.
Contacting Joseph Terradellas Tower on
ILS 24
118.33,
right.
4 Lima Lima. Joseph Terradellas Tower, 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, inbound.
4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, wind 220 at 13, number 2, runway
13
24 right,
knots.
clear to land.
So it's gonna be kind of gusty here.
Number
there's
2,
the glide
clear
slope.
to land, runaway 24 right, 4 Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Joseph
I actually
Terradellas
wanna start
Tower,
slowing
Ocean
down right now because of
1207
this guy.
Echo, inbound on the GPS runway 24 left.
Ocean 1207 Echo, wind 220 at
1,000 feet
13,
apart
number
from him.
4, runway 24 left, clear to land. Starlux 81 Heavy, wind 220 at 13, runway 24 right, cleared for immediate takeoff, fly runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Number 4, cleared to land, runway 24 left, Ocean 1207 Echo. Cleared for takeoff, runway 24 right, Starlux 81 Heavy.
Emirates 186, frequency change approved, good day.
You know, try and maintain slowest practical
Frequency
speed
change
for
approved
this,
Emirates
for this guy in
186.
front of me.
Good day.
Starlux 81 Heavy, please expedite.
Joseph Terradellas Tower, Victor Papa Bravo India Golf. Ready for departure in sequence at runway 24 left, departing north.
Attention all aircraft, please only request for takeoff
1,000.
when first in line. Saudia 901 Sierra Victor, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
I'm sorry, Victor Papa Bravo India Golf.
Wilco, Saudia 901 Sierra Victor.
I think I'm probably gonna gonna be good.
Starlux 81 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Starlux 81 Heavy, good day. Joseph Terradellas Tower, Delta 1312, ready for departure at runway 24 left, departing west.
Boeing
500.
1522, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Delta 1312, hold short of runway 24 left.
400.
Holding short runway 24 left, Delta 1312.
Wilco, Boeing 1522.
Joseph Terradellas Tower, speedbird 221 is 9 nautical miles to the east at 2,300 feet, inbound for landing with information Mike. Joseph Terradellas Tower, dwelling 8009 Romeo, inbound on the ILS runway 24 right with information Mike. Number 4, cleared to land,
50,
runway 24 left,
40,
speedbird
30,
221.
20.
Number
10.
2, cleared to land, runway 24 right, dwelling 8009 Romeo.
Private Wings 001, line up and wait runway 24 right.
Line up and wait runway 24 right, private wings 001.
Europa 027 Alpha Kilo, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
That's exit.
Wilco, Europa 027 Alpha Kilo.
For Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite. Joseph Terradellas.
Wilco, for Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Alright.
Iberia 707 Heavy, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 24 left,
Alright,
LL
where's
391.
my
Joseph Terradellas Tower,
let's go
from
to ground. And it was at Terminal 1.
Private Wings 001, wind 220 at 13, runway 24 right, cleared for immediate
think
takeoff,
it's this
fly
spot.
runway heading until at or above 3,000 feet.
Let's just go to...
Wilco, Iberia
let's just go to this
707
spot right
Heavy.
here.
Joseph Terradellas ground, for Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, request taxi to
For Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra, taxi to Terminal 2 Gate 121 via Tango, Juliet November.
taxiing to Terminal 2 Gate 121 via Tango, Juliet November, for Lima Lima Uniform Charlie Alpha Sierra.
Fraction 3009, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Alright, let's taxi over here. Because like I said, it's going to be a relatively short taxi. Man, thank God I didn't have to do anything a lot more hectic, because I was expecting a lot worse than that. But thank God we're on the ground in Barcelona. Are you able to watch my landing? I'm not sure where you are, dude. Hold on. Let me just focus on parking here. I think this is stand guidance in my spot as well, which is good. Yeah, this is a stand guidance, I can see it. On final? Alright, just give me a minute. I'm just about to stop here. Alright, there we go. Now big lights off and engines off. And with that, welcome to Barcelona. Where is JetBlue? Oh, he's right there. So flight time from Casablanca, 1 hour and 49 minutes. So like I said, it wasn't that long of a flight. And yeah, like I said, I was expecting a lot worse because it was a lot more hectic when I took off from Casablanca, but thank God the activity died down, and even though ATC was online, I wasn't able to do like, thank God I didn't do like a holding pattern and everything, because I was expecting a lot more of a hectic approach. But thankfully, thankfully that wasn't the case, and I'm on the ground, and yeah. Let me actually go over to the spotter cam. Hopefully, up. Oh, there you go. So I should be able to get a glimpse of JetBlue, since he's on final. Oh, wait, now it's going to someone else. I don't know why it's, Man, can the spotter cam freaking go to JetBlue or what? Oh, there you go. There we go. Just hope his aircraft pops up, though. I mean, what is with the spotter cam? Like, seriously, I don't know why it's, Man, I tell you, this is why I don't really use the spotter cam that much. But yeah, I apologize because the freaking aircraft didn't pop up in time. Ah. And also, let me go on waypoint, see what my descent rate was. I mean, I wasn't really bothered about my landing anyway because it was kind of gusty anyway, so. So my descent rate was minus 318. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't really care much about my landing because I try to keep it on center line because of the winds and everything. But it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that I am now on the ground in Barcelona, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So, with that being said, that is going to be it. Let me just do this. With that being said, that is going to be it for episode 14 of the World Tour. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, even though it was relatively short. If you guys did, still make sure to leave it a like as usual. And don't forget to stay tuned for tomorrow's link, which will be from Barcelona to Zurich, I think, on the Swiss A220. So it's going to be another short but good stream, so I'm looking forward to that. What else was I going to say? And like I said, since Dan is set to stream at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, don't be too surprised if I end up switching the time again. So, so yeah. The A321 Neo's here? What are you talking about? I was literally just about to end this. Hold on a second. Oh, it is. Hold on. I'm not going just yet. Hold on a second. Let me actually, We're not done yet, guys. Hold on a second. Let's go over here. So it is at B2. It's right here. Let's go over here. Let's see if we can get a glimpse of it. Or actually, let me go on my phone and check if it's see if it works. Because the last time I did it, it didn't show up, surprisingly. I actually want to like reload and wait. Hold on. Just gonna reset. It's gonna be kind of risky, but it's worth a try, though. I want to go to Barcelona on my phone and check if it's because I want to see if it works. Because I honestly hope it does. Or actually, I don't think it's working. Because these two aircraft next to it, it's working on my phone, and the A321neo isn't popping up. So at first I thought it was going to show up, but since I just looked on my phone, it's not there. But it's fine. So, anyway, with that being said, that is going to be it for today's leg of World Tour. So once again, guys, if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to leave it a like as usual. I want to get rid of this. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave it a like as usual, and feel free to stay tuned for tomorrow's leg. And like I said, don't be surprised if I reschedule the stream again to a much later time, since I currently have it scheduled for 2 p.m. because, of course, Dan will be streaming some casual server stuff at 11 a.m. Eastern. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys right back here tomorrow for leg 15. Good night.